Hi, and welcome to my YouTube channel. It's called RC Instructor. And this video is going to introduce my series of videos on the Parkzone Sport Cub. The reason I'm doing this video is several. First off, I bought this airplane right here last summer. It's right now it's right now end of February 2015, and I bought this probably back in August of 2014 sometime. And I thought it'd be a really great airplane to fly, but it'd also be a great airplane to teach others how to fly. And guess what? It was. So it's a fun thing to fly. It's what I consider the best first aircraft for any new person starting out in the RC aircraft hobby. So I decided it was so good, I decided to buy another one and donate it to my local club so that the entire club could benefit from having one of these airplanes. There's about there's about a half a dozen instructors at our local field, and we like to encourage people, anybody, to come out to the airfield first and fly before you buy. The Academy of Model Aeronautics, also known as the AMA, so the Academy of Model Aeronautics is an organization that supports the RC aircraft industry, and they provide both insurance and rules to follow, plus they help the FAA in setting rules that the FAA wants to set for flying in the national airspace, which is a great benefit to all RC hobbyists. The other thing the AMA does, it provides an intro pilot program. So an intro pilot, like myself, is someone who's an instructor and who the club has designated to the AMA as someone that they want to allow a new person who doesn't have any AMA insurance, doesn't belong to the AMA, never flown before, to still come on out to the field and try. And so we encourage anyone to come out to our field and fly before you buy, and try out one of these. And so that's one of the reasons why I'm donating this airplane, is so that all the instructors will have this available for our Fly Before You Buy program. If you want to know more about the AMA, go to the AMA website, which is www.modelaircraft.org. Once again, that's www.modelaircraft.org. So the other reason is I want to do a series of videos about this aircraft for the new pilots that might come out. We'd like to be able to point them to something on YouTube that explains the hobby, explains how you set up this airplane, and explains a lot of the basics about RC flying. There's lots of features about this aircraft that make it what I consider to be the best for a new pilot just starting out. First off, it's electric. That means it's simple. It's always going to start, always going to stop. As long as the battery's charged, it's going to work. Secondly, it's a tail dragger. Tail dragger airplanes versus airplanes that have nose wheels on it. The tail dragger airplane is a bit easier to steer in the takeoff and landing phases, and that makes it simpler for new pilots. This airplane also has big, large wheels, which is much easier to fly off of grass that may be a little bumpy and not as smooth. Sometimes you can't take off on a nice grass field that looks like a putting green. The other thing is it's made of foam. Foam is very forgiving. If you have a small tip over or a small crash, it's probably not going to break. And even if it does break, foam is very easy to glue back together. It's a large wing, 51-inch wingspan. Very easy to see. The red and white colors make it easy to see against a background of trees. But it's a large enough airplane that you can see and fly. It's also, because of its large wing, it will fly very slow, and which makes it easier for the pilot to keep up with the aircraft. It's also light. It's 33 ounces, just about 2 pounds, which fits into the AMA guideline as a part flyer. Now, the AMA has two kinds of classifications and licenses, one for part flyers, which is a bit cheaper, and one for normal pilots. You can find all that information again at the AMA website. Lastly, it's a very maneuverable aircraft. It's based on the Piper Cub design, which is a extremely easy and maneuverable aircraft to fly. This series of videos will include 2 completion guides. One for the budget-minded, which will have cheaper accessories, and the other completion guide will show you the better quality accessories, and both completion guides start with the same airplane. You get to decide what's right for you and what's right for your budget, and so you get to see 2 different completion guides with 2 different prices. This series of videos, each video should last about 15 minutes, but may range from 5 to 30 minutes depending upon what I'm doing. I want this series of videos to be a very detailed record of what it took for me to build this aircraft in this box. And I also assume that the people watching this video have little to no knowledge of the RC aircraft hobby or industry. So I'm going to explain things in very good detail so that people of all experience levels will be able to understand what I'm doing. The last thing I want to talk about is I want to encourage people to go out to the field, to your local field, to find out about the RC hobby. You can find all of the local fields that are supported by the AMA on the AMA website. And believe me, virtually all the fields out there that are any good are sanctioned and insured by the AMA. Again, the AMA website is www.modelaircraft.org. And I hope you can find an intro pilot instructor like myself that will let you fly before you buy. The other thing is go to your local hobby store, especially one that specializes in aircraft. You'll find some hobby stores that don't sell very many aircraft, that sell a lot of RC cars and boats and other things, but try to find a local hobby store that specializes in RC aircraft. If it's a good RC aircraft hobby store, they'll probably encourage you to talk to pilots before you buy something. This hobby is a lot of fun. It's a year-round hobby in that right now it's the end of February, it's raining outside, it's about 38 degrees, and it's not fun to go flying, but it certainly is a lot of fun to be inside my shop here and putting airplanes together and making videos. So I'm going to build this now, and I'm going to go fly it as soon as the weather's good. I hope you enjoy these videos, and I want to thank you for watching.